welcome. I am the one and only MSJ, Max for short. And before I go any further, please click subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified for any future videos that I got going on this channel. So, with that all out of the way, about a week ago, I got really bored and I issued a challenge to the 13th Wolfman right here on YouTube. And the challenge was go to your movie collection and find a movie that you may have double dipped or triple dipped or even quadruple dipped on movie buying. If you know what that means, is that you just keep buying a movie over and over again. So it can be for various reasons. It could be alternate cuts or just improved quality of the movie. Like Blu-ray to DVD or DVD to Blu-ray, or Blu-ray to 4K, and just various reasons. It didn't really have to be anything specific. Just had to you just bought the same movie 4 different times or 2 or 3 times. So I had to go through my movie collection, and I had to think real hard on this because it took me a minute. I was like, oh man, I have a lot of double dips because I've rebought the same movie, for the reason that you did, 13th Wolfman, just moving from DVD to Blu-ray, and sometimes doing that involves having better special features and just improved quality. The one that comes really to my mind is Evil Dead. Then when they fix the box around the moon, so it kind of looks more natural in the sky. So that actually almost made today's list to my reveal for you. So since you answered my challenge, I actually ended up finding a better one because I ended up buying Army of Darkness 3 times over. But I'm like, I know there's one that I did 4. I know I did, and I figured it out. It is The Watchmen. I ended up buying this movie 4 times. I ended up buying it on DVD. This is the theatrical version. I ended up buying the director's cut on Blu-ray, and then the Ultimate Watchmen, the complete story. This is like the 3.5-hour cut. This is just the normal theatrical version. I can't remember what the actual runtime was for that, and this was like 2 hours and some change, like 2 hours and 30 minutes or something like that. So it was like and then this is the 3.5-hour cut that has the Tales of the Black Freighter mixed in and a bunch of new footage as well. So and it's, I think, oh yeah, because they have to integrate the comic in there somehow. So but I also bought it a 4th time. I bought it digitally in 4K because I had just got a new TV and I really wanted something to really test out my 4K TV, and that was it. I bought a 4K version of The Watchmen, the Ultimate Cut, the 3.5-hour one. So I bought it on DVD, the Blu-ray Director's Cut, the Blu-ray Ultimate Cut, and then the 4K digital cut of the Ultimate Watchmen, the 3.5-hour cut. So that was the one movie that I quadruple dipped. So this is my favorite superhero movie, The Watchmen. That's probably why I don't mind buying this movie. I'll probably end up buying it again if I can find it, the physical version of this one in 4K. I'm buying it. So I'll buy it for the 5th time. So I just love this movie. So but you issued a challenge to me. I had to go to my movie collection, but you switched it up a little bit and you told me to pick a TV show that if someone came and looked at my movie collection, they'd be like, oh, this just didn't quite fit with all the other motif of what I've got going on. And it took me a minute. I really did. I'm like, oh man, what is something that really stands out? I mean, if you really look at I don't have a really vast TV collection. I just have a lot of one show. Like I have a lot of Dragon Ball Z. I have a lot of all Smallville, The Guild, Doctor Who, um, uh, who? What else I got? Some uh, Stranger Things, Heroes, so Freaks and Geeks and stuff like that. But they all kind of have like a common theme. Even True Blood and Game of Thrones, like they all kind of are kind of geeky, except for one show. It is Boardwalk Empire. Um, I absolutely love Boardwalk Empire. I thought the time era that it was set in, the prohibition, when alcohol was banned, them trying to in Atlantic City, is just like, oh, I really loved it. I love Steve Buscemi. I can't think of who else is in this. I'm drawing a blank. Just the who's who shows up in this. Like, who is really good character actors in this movie. Um, the guy Charlie Cox, the guy who would go on to play Daredevil. He has a run in there as well. I cannot think of his name. He was in the remake of Funny Games. I'm drawing a blank. He's in it. There's just Gretchen Mol, the woman who did the voice for the lead character in Brave. Man, I'm drawing a blank on these names so bad. So, I think that is my one TV show that if someone would come and look at all my shows I have on display and be like, that one is the one that kind of stands out, that doesn't quite match everything else. Even though when you look at my movie collection, it's so vast because I just don't like one genre. Even though I kind of stick to the horror because it's a lot of fun to talk about, but I do have a lot of independent and other just weird movies, trauma movies and stuff like that. And so it's just like it's so vast. Like, I got a lot of action, comedy, kids movies. It's just all over the place with my movies. But my TV, it's a little bit more nitpicky. So, and that's it. Boardwalk Empire is my answer to your question, to the challenge that you laid upon to me. It was like, what would be the one TV show that would kind of stand out? And that would be it, Boardwalk Empire. So, now, I am going to keep this going. I'm going to issue another challenge right back to you. Me and you, we both like buying DVDs, obviously. That was the first challenge. But there's also some reasons to buy a movie, like I did with alternate cuts and improved quality and stuff like that. But I want to narrow it down just a little bit more. I want you to go into your collection. It can be movies or TV, because this kind of concerns both. I want you to pick a movie or TV that has a commentary that you really, really like. I am someone who loves audio commentary. That's a good way of finding a way out of directors, like what they think about this particular scene, or the actors who are involved and they talk about this particular scene. I love audio commentaries. So I want you to go into your collection, movie or TV, and pick out the one that you had the most fun listening to on audio commentary. If you don't, I do have another backup. Which alternate cut of a movie that you prefer? Like, it could be just because it was just simply switching the tone of the movie, or the color, like Mad Max Fury Road, going to the black and chrome edition, black and white, or The Mist, switching over to black and white, because sometimes the black and white version is better, or sometimes a director's cut, like maybe Aliens or something like that. So, just in case, I had a backup one. So, but my initial one is pick out one with a movie that you enjoyed listening to the commentary with. So, I appreciate you, whatever you said at the beginning of your video. I've been a big fan of yours ever since I started the 31 Days of Fright, almost 10 years ago. I mean, year 9, I think I'm getting ready to start. So this year. So been watching your videos ever since then. On Brother Max. Just I'm enjoying this. I want you to issue a challenge right back at me. I want to keep this going. I'm having a lot of fun. So, as always, my name is the one and only MSJ, Max for short. Click subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified once again for any future videos, and to see what me and the 13th Wolfman's challenges back and forth. So this is a really fun series that I just randomly thought of. So, and I'm glad he's on board. So thank you for doing this, 13th Wolfman, and thank you.